Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tyler, aka Ty Killington. Yeah! Oh my god. Oh man, I cannot believe it. Rockstar threw us a wrench. Everyone thought it would be the Ardent today, but the Ocelot XA21 has just been released. Okay, this is a full performance review. Alright, we're gonna do some testing. We go over just some real brief customizable options, but let's get right into it, man. Here it is, dude. This XA21 is nasty. I love it. You can find it in Legendary Motorsports, okay? Go on through the website, and then it's right there, $2,375,000. It's expensive, very, very expensive. But look at the description. I love it. To those who argue that the supercar is dead and hybrid tech was only a fad, the XA21 would like a word as soon as it's done banging your mom. And when you're done saying thank you, it'll show you the kind of annihilating performance that can only be achieved by locking a team of world-class engineers in a lab for 6 months and lacing their food with amphetamines. This is cutting edge, and you're welcome. Oh my god, I love it, yo. It's so funny. Anyways, this car is got a ton of customizable options. I mean, I love it, regardless of the performance, outcome or whatever it's like with performance-wise with straight line, top speed, and around a circuit. This car is just a really fun car to drive. It's a gorgeous car. I think it's beautiful. It's a gorgeous car. They did a really good job on it. It's got a lot of upgrades on there. I'm just kind of really quickly going through all of it and stuff like that. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I want you guys to kind of see it for yourself. But it has a ton of options. The stock wheels are dope. I love them. But anyways, let's get right into the performance features. Okay, that's my end review right there. My end outcome for my car. This is a top speed straight line test, 5 mile track. All right, and this is the funny thing about this car. A lot of people are saying certain things about it, this and that. Well, and I'm always real big on just saying wait until it comes out. We don't know what's going to happen until it's actually released, and I'm glad that we did because, you have to kind of course, I want you guys to watch everybody's videos. Okay, watch Bruffy, watch me, Digital Car Addict, Central Gaming Hub, Pi Realm, GTA Man. Whoever does anything on this car. Okay, check it out and get. But then I want you also to try and find a way to get it yourself. If your buddy has it or whatever, kind of get a feel for it. It is a very, very fun car to drive. It is really grippy. It's got a lot of traction on there. However, the top speed is not that good. All right, so that's going to kind of this car is kind of like an enigma. On certain tracks, it is going to absolutely dominate, and on other tracks, it's going to be pointless. Okay, so and we'll get into that a little bit later on. But so is that going to be worth 2,375,000? Almost, after upgrades, you're looking at 2.6, 2.7, almost a $3 million car. That's a lot of money just to get a car that you can only use on certain tracks if you're going for the whole performance thing. I said from day one, I don't care if this thing if it barely even moves at all. I was going to get it because I like the way it looked. I know a lot of you guys are like that too. But here we go, 1 minute and 21 seconds, .123. I ran this multiple times, and if anything, this car is consistent. I got a 121, I think like 4 or 5 times in a row. Okay, here's my my test track. This is a fast track. Okay, it's got some you have to do a lot of manipulation with the turns and things like that because this car right here, this is really cool. This car, it's so grippy and it's got so much acceleration out of a turn. You really have to watch yourself going into the next turn because you will overshoot it and you'll end up in the wall. You really have to kind of feather the throttle and manipulate a little bit there, and it takes a little bit of getting used to. It really does. It's one of those cars that it feels like it's looser than what it is, but it will really stick to the track. But because this car, if you go hard in one corner and you're able to keep it through there because it's so fast through the corner, and then you come up to your next turn, you'll have so much momentum gained, you'll have to back off on that turn too. So you have to be really, really careful with it. So if I'm coming through here, I hit this corner real fast, I'm good to go. This car's got so much momentum in a short. It's like it's kind of like a running back. It's got a lot of burst, a lot of power through the hole. But once it gets out in the open, it kind of gets gassed out a little bit. I'm not sure if Rockstar did that on purpose or that's just they were just like let's get it out here or whatever. But as you come through a turn and you hit it really good, you've got to watch your next turn because it's got so much speed and momentum. You will overtake that next turn, so you have to be careful with that. So this takes a bit of time of getting used to. It's an easy car to drive though. Once you kind of get that figured out, it is an easy car to drive. The sound of it is incredible. It sounds great. It really does. It kind of sounds like popcorn popping when you let off the gas. The backfire of the back pressure coming through the exhaust is. It sounds really good. I like it. It kind of reminds me of a sports classic car like the Sterling GT. The way it sounds. But I mean, this thing, it is Gucci through the corners. It really is. I mean, it's just like throwing a hot knife through butter. I mean, it slices right through, but you got to be careful. And you notice on some of these turns right here, I don't even have to back off on one of the tighter turns that I have with this track, because it's just really, it can stick to it. The granite can really hold that turn. But then you see me, slow it out a little bit, or kind of, take the next turn really close to hitting the wall, because it just has so much momentum going through. And I mean, it's a fun car to drive. But like I said, this is the thing on stunt tracks and things like that. It may not be your best bet because it just doesn't have that top speed. Okay, it doesn't have a real fast top end. It'll get you out off the line. It'll go through turns really nice, but once you hit that straightaway, it's going to suffer. Now, because it has so much power, because it has so much acceleration out of the turns, if you have like a mid-sized track, something bigger than mine, got a couple of hairpins, some decent turns, you may do good with that because it just has so much overwhelming acceleration. But I think a lot of cars are going to be outperforming this one on stunt tracks, because stunt tracks are a lot more popular right now. I mean, definitely. If there was like double cash money going on, you would never see anybody do any other race besides stunt races for those. But yeah, so I mean, you have to kind of understand that this car is a beautiful car. I want you to get this, not just for the performance, but it is a really nice car. Grind for it. There's a lot of bonuses going on right now. Really good bonus. You got double money on bunker and stuff like that. So that is a big deal. So keep that in mind. But this car, it's nice. A lot of good customizable upgrades. It just looks cool. The flow is really good. All the speed lines on there. I like it a lot. But like I said, you have to really, if you want to use it for performance, which is what I normally use cars for in this game. I'm all about making money and stuff like that, and what's going to make me money and get me my return. This car, unless you have a track like mine or a track like Bruffy uses or whatnot, you may not want to use it in a race because it just doesn't have that top end speed to get you through a lot of straightaways and things like that. And I'm going to have a couple of videos come out later where I'm going to demonstrate that and show you guys the difference, and I'm going to team it up against some other cars, and that's important to understand. So keep that in mind. But yeah, this car is nasty. I love it. Like I said, it is expensive. You're going to be upwards of $3 million after upgrades. So keep that in mind. This is definitely a shark card car. If you don't have the money, you're going to have to get a shark card to get it. And I think Rockstar knows that. I really do. I think they, they're banking on this kind of being like the oppressor. You don't have to have it, but you're going to want to have it because it's such a nice, looking car, handling car. It's probably going to be. I'll probably use this a lot in free mode and stuff like that, just because of the way it handles. I mean, it's all-wheel drive. Keep that in mind. This is an all-wheel drive car, so that is nice. I like that. The Wagner was our last supercar, and it was rear-wheel drive, which is nice. But you can a little bit easier to spin out sometimes, and you can get stuck and things like that. You don't have those front tires to get you through, so that's nice. But no, this is a really cool car. I like it a lot. I just wanted to show you the whole entire track right here. And yeah, man, I mean, it's sick. It's good. And this is the thing right here. This is kind of like a mixed result right here. I want to show you this. This is kind of funny. It's a 4-minute 42-second, which is really good, actually. It's not bad at all. But this is pretty insane right here. My best lap was 5. This was a very good best lap. So if you can keep this your best lap consistent, if you find a really good groove and things like that, my best lap was a 27-second, 27.362. This is 10 laps. I've done probably 30 laps with it. This is really good. So 442, not bad at all. That is fire. That is a really good run right there. So. But yeah, there's a lot of good customizable options in this car. It is I do recommend getting this car, even though not mainly I mean, it will win races for you, but it's not going to win a lot of them. It's going to be tough in stunt races to take a W, unless the stunt race has a tremendous amount of turns and sharp corners and things like that, because this car does have a lot of grip. It has a lot of traction, and it will keep you going through the corners. And there's going to be a ton of debate on whether or not, what the best supercar is now, because people are going to see Bruffy's test results. They're going to see that this car does really good on his track. But what you're going to find out is, you're going to see a lot of people doing in stunt races and things like that. And you'll see this car up front, but then you're going to end up seeing probably a lot of people keep on using the Wagner. And the Wagner, I mean, it's a $1.5 million car. I mean, it's literally half the price of this car. And I believe it's going to outperform it on a lot of other tracks. So you have to, that's why I say, make sure you watch other videos and things like that. You check out other people's content and stuff. Get a good wide picture of it. And I'll have other videos later on too, kind of demonstrating the difference and what tracks will help this car perform better and what tracks won't. All right, so I hope it's helped out. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for the illest reels content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button. And stay dangerous, man. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.